Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start the preparation for the Christmas this year. So I have this beautiful Christmas tree wall hanging for you. Okay, it's very beautiful and very easy to make, and you can use all your scrap yarns which you have with you and make a beautiful one. Okay, so for the back panel, for the background, I use the yarn Ganga Acrowool knitting yarn I have left with me. So this is one I use. It's a 4-ply yarn. Okay, and for the Christmas tree I use this yarn. This is Oswal Enjoy wool yarn. Okay, it's a chain spun yarn. It's a 4-ply only. Okay, it's 1-ply actually, not 4-ply. It's 1-ply, but it is counted in worsted weight. Okay, as it is chain spun. Okay, in 1-ply. Okay, so I had this yarn. So left with me, I had just one ball of yarn, so it was 50 grams. Okay, so this is what it is remaining after doing this. Okay, so you can use any yarn, you can use whichever yarn you want, not necessarily that one. Okay, and for the trunk I use this acrylic yarn which I had from Vardhaman. Okay, so all different company, but everything is same content. It's 4-ply acrylic yarn, but this one is 3-ply. Okay, except this everything is 4-ply. So for making the star, for the Christmas tree, and for the back panel, I use just one hook, that is 5.5 mm hook for all the three things. And only the trunk part, as it was a 3-ply yarn, I used 3.5 mm for the trunk. Okay, and then we are going to use a measuring tape so that we can measure a Christmas tree and the back panel. So my back panel is almost 12.5 inches. So my wall hanging is almost 12.5 inches. So you can make as small as you want, as big as you want. Okay, and watch the video till the end, because I have given a very important tip at the end how you can make this wall hanging more steady. Okay, when it is in bigger size, how you can use it to make it more steady. Okay, so watch the video till the end for the tip. So we will use a yarn needle and scissors to cut the yarn. So with all the things ready, we can get ourselves a nice wall hanging for this Christmas. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now for making the Christmas tree, I'm going to start with my green color yarn, or the yarn which you are going to use for the Christmas tree. Okay, then start with a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now once you have your 20 chain, just going to put one more chain for the turning chain, and I'm going to work in the back hump of the chain only. Now if you can't work in the back hump, you can use the one strand of the chain like this. Okay, and start making your single crochet from in the second loop, in the second chain from the hook. Okay, so first single crochet in the second chain from the hook, then in the next, and you're going to make single crochet till the end. Okay, so I'm using the back hump of the chain. You can use just the one loop of the chain and make your single crochet. Okay, once you finish all your single crochet, then you're going to chain 2, sorry, and turn your work. Okay, I did chain 2 and then turn my work, and in the first stitch we are going to put our first bubble, and that is 5 double crochet. Once you have your 5 double crochet, pull the loop high, and then we are going to go in the first double crochet. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, and the first double crochet on top of the first double crochet, not the chain 2 but the first double crochet. Okay, insert the hook from the front, put the loop back on the hook and pull it through. That will be our first bubble. Then we are going to do chain 1, skip 1, and bubble in the next. That will be 5 double crochet. Pull the loop high, go into the first double crochet, okay, on top of the first double crochet, then pull the loop back and then pull it through and chain 1. So that's how we have got a second bubble. Then we are going to skip 1 and put the next bubble in the next stitch. Okay, so you're going to continue that till the end. Okay, so I finished my first round putting bubble in here, and then you will have one last stitch remaining. In that last stitch we am going to do just a simple double crochet. Okay, just a simple double crochet in that last stitch. Just turn our work and slip stitch in the first space here, chain 1 space. Okay, slip stitch like this, then start with chain 3. Each and every round starts with chain 3 and 4 double crochet from now on. Okay, 4 double crochet. So now we have 5 double crochet for the bubble. Pull the loop high. Now for making this bubble, now we need the bubble in front. Okay, so what we are going to do, instead of putting a hook from front, we are going to instead of putting a hook like this, we are going to put the hook from the back like this, and then put the loop on the hook. So we are keeping the hook in front for rest of the bubble time. For this previous row our hook was behind, but we are pulling it in front, pull through, and that's the bubble. So the bubble will show in front. Okay, and then chain 1 as usual. Then we are going to go in the next space here and make our next bubble, that is 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pull the loop high. Now we are going to go in the first double crochet. So we are not going to go from the in front like this, but from behind we are going to come here, put the loop on the hook and pull it through like this, and then chain 1. That's the bubble, the other side. Now we are going to continue, okay, putting 5 double crochet and making our bubble in each space till we reach in the last space here. Okay, our last bubble will be in the last space here. Okay, so continue and I'll see you at the end. Okay, now after you finish your second round, now we are going to start our third round of the bubble stitches. Okay, so after the last bubble, we are going to slip stitch in this space. Okay, the space here, first space, but don't forget to chain 1 before you turn your work. Okay, because that's how we close the bubble. Chain 1, no more chain 1 before turning, that's all. Okay, and then slip stitch in the space. Then we are going to start again, that is chain 3 and then 4 double crochet in the same place. Once we have the 4 double crochet, pull up the loop high. Now in the third chain we are going to go from the front this time, not the back, from the front in the third chain, because the first one we are just doing how we did the normal bubble, that is first bubble. Okay, pull it through and this bubble should be facing this side. Okay, this side will be the plain side. Then chain 1 and into this next space we are going to put our next bubble, that is 5 double crochet and then create the bubble. So we are going to do till this last space here. Okay, so when you reach here, meet me back there and I'll tell you the next step. Okay, so once you finish this row, now we are going to, for the next row, so we are going to turn our work and slip stitch in the first place. Okay, now we are going to just repeat the second row how we did, that is each and every row will start with chain 3, then 4 double crochet in that, pull the loop high, and now the only difference between this row and this row is in this row we did it from front, we inserted a hook from front, but for the row when we are backward and we need the bubble in front, we are going to insert a hook from the front, from the back, sorry, okay, from the back of the chain like this, then put the loop back and pull it through, and that's how we get the bubble that side, the other side. Okay, then chain 1 and into the next space we are going to do the same thing, 5 double crochet, and then we are going to create the bubble, but instead of inserting the hook from the front, we are going to insert the hook from the back like this, then place the loop on the hook and pull it through. Okay, and then chain 1 and then go to the next space. So continue till the end and I'll see you there. After you finish this round, after you finish this row, you're going to turn your work and now you're going to repeat the row 2. Okay, then row 3. So in this way, you're just going to go back and forth till you are left with one bubble at last. Okay, so we are keep on decreasing like this and we are going to create the tree for us. Okay, so go back and forth and finish it and I'll see you when mine is done. Okay, so here see I finished my Christmas tree here. Okay, now here, so I want you to cut a long tail. Okay, cut a long tail. Now you can take a starting chain different and you can get a bigger one too, or if you want smaller you can take smaller one. Okay, but we started with chain 20, so this is how big you get. Now let's measure it from one side to another. It's nearly 6 3/4. Okay, and from top to down the 7 inches, so I think so it should be 7 inches here if you give it a little pull. Yeah, I was right, that's what I thought. Okay, so it is 7 inches up, 7 inches side. So our tree is done. Now we are going to do the behind base part, okay, for the tree. Now I'm going to take my white one. You can take any color for the back base, whichever you like. Okay, now you're going to slip stitch, place it on the hook, and then we are going to just chain. We are going to chain and then we are going to measure it like this. We need extra on both the side. Okay, just chain few, place it on it and see. Okay, so now you see this is perfect for me. I have 4 stitches this side and 4 stitches the other side, so that's okay for me. And I have got here 35 stitch chains. Okay, so now you can chain more or less depending on your tree. Okay, you just need a little 1 inch both the side extra at the bottom of the tree. Okay, so now you're just going to do single crochet row from the second chain from the hook, make single crochet back and forth till you reach above the Christmas tree. Okay, so now we have 7 inches here, so I'm going to crochet till 12 inches because the other 5 inches I need for putting the star also, and we will put a wood resemblance here, the trunk, the Christmas tree. Okay, so I'm going to single crochet back and forth for 12 inches and then I'll be back here and then we'll do the next step. Okay, so I have 35 chains back and forth till I get 12 inches. So you continue yours. Okay, and see you soon. Okay, I finished my panel here and it is 12 inches. Here you can see. Okay, so now after you finish your 12 inches, this is what we are going to do. Now we are going to create a border. Okay, the whole round. So for making the border, chain 1 and then we are going to single crochet backward. So how we are going to do, it's just simple. This first stitch is already worked as chain 1 we did, so we are going to go in the next stitch. Okay, skip the first one and in the next one just go insert your hook, bring up the loop and single crochet. Okay, then go backward, insert, bring up the loop and single crochet. So this is how you're going to do single crochet, then the next. So we are moving backward with the single crochet. Okay, so this is my last single crochet here. Okay, so I'm going to put my backward single crochet in that. Now we are going to work this other side. Okay, turn your work and we are going to work this side. Okay, so for working in this side, just we are going to skip this space where we have finished our last single crochet and go into the next space, which you can see here, end of the next row, and make your backward single crochet. So we are going to skip one space, this space here. Okay, so this spacings are due to the last stitch of the last and the first stitch of a row. Okay, so you are going to skip one space and go into the next space and make the backward single crochet. Okay, skip one and go to the next one. Okay, one skip and then go to the next. Keep your loop little loose also, because that will allow you to go further. And keep your tension also loose. So here I reach at the end over here. So this is the starting chain of ours which we had done. So now we are going to turn this for this side. So now we are going to work this side. Okay, so what you can do is, now what you're going to do is, we are going to skip the first chain here and go into the next chain. Okay, skip the first chain and go and find the next chain, and we are going to do backward single crochet like this. Okay, now in the next chain, now from here each and every chain you're going to put backward single crochet. Okay, you can just grab one loop of the chain if you get, or if you have worked in the back hump of the chain, then you'll have a nice the chain here, so you can get the space here and put in the whole chain here. It's just behaving like just like a stitch. Okay, so do that. In each and every stitch we are going to put here, okay, till we reach your other side, and then I'll show you how we are going to do this next side. So once you finish putting each and every stitch here, now we are going to work the other raw side. We are going to work the other side now. It's just the same way we worked how the other side. So we are going to skip one space here and find the next space and make the backward single crochet. Skip one space here and go to the next space and make the backward single crochet. Okay, all the way till the end. So here I have reached the end. So this is my starting of this side and this is the last stitch. So in this last stitch I will put my backward single crochet here. Okay, and then I'm going to slip stitch at the top of this next stitch, the first stitch which we did. Okay, slip stitch over there. Now I'm going to now we need to do the handle part of the wall hanging. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to chain 50 or more if you want, or less, it depends on you. Okay, so I'm going to chain 50 from here. So once you have your 50 chain, or whichever you like, now what we are going to do, we are going to go the other side here and we are going to slip stitch. This is the front side. We are going to go back side and find the last post of the single crochet, okay, of this side. This last post here, grab that post and we are going to make a slip stitch just like that. Then chain one, cut the yarn and done that, and we are going to weave in later on. Okay, so now we have got a handle also for the hanging. Okay, so now our back is ready and the Christmas tree is ready. Now we are going to do the star and the trunk. Okay, so let's go for making the star. Okay, now we are going to start with the star. Okay, for that I took my yellow yarn. You can take any weight yarn. If you have thin weight yarn like 2 or 3, you can just take 2 strands to double up and to get the size. Okay, and if you have the thickness available, same as we use 4-ply, so you go for it. Okay, so okay, we are going to start with the cinch circle. Chain 1, and then we are going to do 7 single crochet in that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, then pull this tail to close the circle Then slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Okay, then chain 1. Now we are going to put 2 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, 2 single crochet in each stitch for this round. Once you finish putting 2 single crochet, just slip stitch and the first single crochet to join. Okay, make sure you have 14 stitches. Now we are going to go for the third round. We are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, now I'm going to work in the back hump of the chain here. If you can't, you can just go and grab one loop of the chain and do the single crochet. Okay, but I'm going to take the back of the chain, and from the hook in the second chain I'm going to do my first single crochet, then half double crochet in the next, half double crochet again in the next one. So we have 2 half double crochet and we have 2 chains remaining. So in that we are going to put 1 double crochet each, 1 and 1. So what we did here is first we did single crochet, then 2 half double crochet and 2 double crochet. Now we are going to skip next 2 stitches, this 1 and 2 stitches, and in the third one we are going to slip stitch to join like this. Now we are going to repeat the same thing what we did here, that is chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, turn your chain, and in the second chain from the hook we are going to put single crochet, then 2 half double crochet in 2 different chains, 1 and 2, then 2 double crochet in last 2 remaining chain, 1 and 2. Okay, then skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and in the third one we are going to slip stitch, and then we are going to continue the same thing for 3 more times. So I've done 2 times. Now you're going to do it for 3 more times. Okay, so starting with chain 6 and continue. Now for the last one, this is the last I have here to do. So I have 2 stitches to skip, 1 and 2, and in the first one, that is the slip stitch which we did, in that stitch down here we are going to go and slip stitch for this one. Okay, and then turn your work like this and chain 1. Okay, then now we are going to leave a long tail because we will need it for sewing. Okay, snip the yarn and pull. And here a star is ready. Pull this to shut it more close. Okay, and here it is ready. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. So now we'll keep this aside, and now we are going to go for the trunk of the Christmas tree. Okay, So now I'm going to use this brown color yarn for the Christmas tree trunk. Okay, now I'm using it a thin weight, 3-ply yarn. Okay, so I'm not going to double it up because I need it to be little bit thinner than the bubble stitch. Okay, so I need it little flat. Okay, so we are going to start with the slip stitch, and I'm going to switch my hook to 3.5 mm now as per the yarn weight. Okay, and I'm going to start with chain 12. 1 2 3 4. Okay, now from the second chain from the hook, I'm going to make single crochet. Now again, if you want, you can, if you can see the back hump, you can work in the back hump or just the chain, one loop of the chain you grab and start your single crochet row. Okay, from second chain from the hook, make a single crochet row and you'll have 11 single crochet, and then we are going to work back and forth single crochet row for 8 times. So altogether we'll have 8 rows. So this is the first row. Now I need to work 7 more rows of single crochet for the trunk. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, so after you finish this row, first row, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first one and all the way till the end and back and forth for 8 rows total number. So this is the second row we are working, so we need 6 more rows. Okay, so I'll do that and I'll be back here soon. Okay, I finished my 8 rows. So now what we are going to do for the last round is we are going to single crochet 2 single crochet together. Go insert the hook in the first stitch, bring up the loop, and in the second bring up the loop. We have 3 loops on a hook, pull through all 3 and done. Then single crochet in all the remaining stitches till you reach the last 2, and we are going to decrease that one too. Okay, so here I have my last 2 single crochet remaining, so I will just decrease the same way how I did at the first, like this, then chain 1. Now we are going to leave a long tail for sewing. Okay, then pull it out and done. So this is how it will be. This will be the star here. Okay, and this will be the trunk here. Okay, so now we'll get to sewing part. So first we are going to sew the Christmas tree. So we are going to get the star and the trunk at the side. Okay, so first you have to find out where your Christmas tree will be. So I'm just keeping it after the 8 rows. I'm placing it. Okay, and I'll make sure that both the side I have same number of stitches. Okay, So you can, in that way, you can get it exactly in the middle. And if you don't, no problem, it's okay, it will look beautiful. Okay, now we are going to start sewing. You can even pin it down if you want. Okay, so now for sewing, I'm just going to grab the one stitch from the I'm not going totally into the back panel like this. I'm just grabbing the one loop of the stitch to sew in. Okay, like this. So now we are going to go this side. Just grab one loop from the white panel, background panel, and the stitch, the double crochet you can grab. Okay, one of it, and then whip stitch. Okay, so you're going to whip stitch all the way till the round, this side and this side. So you can take your time in stitching it. Okay, take your time and do it slowly, and I'll see you very soon once I've done. So once you finish sewing on, you can just go from here. Okay, and come back. We are not going to go all the way through behind. Okay, we are just going from in the Christmas tree like this. Okay, from here and then come down. Okay, and go into some stitches here like this. Okay, and then you can snip the yarn over there and it's done. Now the Christmas tree is done. Now the same way we are going to uh, stitch our trunk for the tree and the star. Okay, so first I'm going to do the trunk. Okay, just I have changed the needle to a little smaller size. It's a yarn needle only, but for this yarn you can change your needle. Make sure that now you just try seeing that it is just in the middle, like for this side and this too. So here it is the middle. So I'm just going to keep as close as it can be to the Christmas tree and then start sewing. First I'm going to take the loop from the tree, okay, and just weave in. So the trunk is done. Now is the star time. So the star, you're going to keep it like this, okay. Make sure the two sides are like this, okay, totally attached to the last bubble, okay. And this is how you're going to just stitch it, okay. So you can start from anywhere, wherever you like, okay. I'm going to start from here or here, you can decide, okay. And then just hold it and just the same way how we did the weaving, just one loop from here and try to grab both the loops if you can and weave in. Now take your time, and in time to time make sure that everything is in place, okay. So here's our Christmas tree with the star. It's done. Isn't it beautiful? And this yarn, which has the little tweed effect of different color, yeah, yellow color, it's so perfect, giving such a beautiful look for the Christmas tree. Now you can use any type of yarn, and you can always decorate with little yarn, cut off the yarn, and you can just stick it into the bubble stitch, or you can use a bead, you can use beads also. You can decorate as much as you need. So my Christmas tree hanging is done. So if you need any more uh, decoration in your panel, in your wall hanging, you can always go for it, okay. Now I have one last tip to give for you. Now as the wall hanging is big, it can, when you're hanging, it can like come together and it won't stand nicely. So one thing you can do is at the back you can make two panels like this. I have just chain 30. My this panel is 35 stitches, so I have chain 30 and it back and forth single crochet, okay, for 4 rows. And then I'm going to stick it over here, okay. I'm just going to whip stitch all the way from here, one side and this side. I'm not going to whip stitch this part, okay. We are going to keep this part open and this part open, and you can use this as putting a stick, so it gives a little straight form, okay. It will stand still. And if you just insert a wooden piece like this, okay, so this will be opened here, and we are going to just whip stitch both the side, okay. Now you can make this broader by adding more rows, okay, to it. And it totally depends on the thickness of the stick which you're going to use, okay. And it will be at the back, so nobody will notice it, okay. It will be totally hidden because you will not know in the front what's going on back at the back, okay. So that is an optional if your wall hanging is acting weird for you, okay. But for now, this is it. So I hope you enjoyed making this wall hanging, Christmas tree wall hanging with me, and hope you had fun with it. So we are going to see you. So I'm going to see you in my next video with something new and something fun. So till then, take care and bye bye.